So what would you do if only one person showed up? It's remarkable how often God's plans look like disappointments before we see what he's really doing. I'm Ron W. Carter, and this is God Stories. A good friend of mine, Robison, recently shared a story that reminded me of that truth. For more than 5 years, Rod has presented a seminar called The Magic of Cultivating Positive Emotions at a prestigious health and wellness resort in Arizona. His presentations are usually well attended, but on this particular evening, because of the excessive heat, the resort was nearly empty. As he set up, he could already tell the crowd would be small, very small. In fact, only one person showed up. Most people would have been discouraged. They might have wondered if the trip was even worth it. But Rod has a simple prayer before every presentation. He prays, "Lord, let me be a blessing to at least one person." Well, that night, God answered his prayer, literally. The only attendee was a woman who had recently lost her husband to cancer. She had come to the resort hoping to reset after months of grief. After the presentation, Rod asked if she had any questions, and she quietly replied, "How do you develop positivity when you've lost a spouse?" Instead of giving a quick answer, then packing up and heading home, Rod pulled up a chair and simply listened. He reminded her that it's okay not to be okay, that healing takes time, and that God often works through the love and support of others. She shared that her church and prayer group had been carrying her through this difficult season. And when their conversation ended, she thanked him not just for the presentation, but for taking the time to sit down and listen. As Rod drove home, he called his wife and said something beautiful. Only one person showed up tonight, but it was the right person. Isn't it just like God? We often measure success by the size of the crowd, but God measures success by the life that was touched. Jesus often stopped for one blind man, one leper, one woman at a well, one lost sheep. Hebrews 4:16 says, "Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need." Never underestimate what God can do through one conversation, one act of kindness, or one person willing to show up. Sometimes the audience of one is exactly where God wants you to be. To learn more about Rod's book, The Magic of Cultivating Positive Emotions, also his seminars and his ministry, just search Rod Robison. God is doing mighty things through his ministry. If this encouraged you, please leave a comment, like and share with a friend, and follow me for more God Stories. Thanks so much for listening. Be blessed.